Throughout history, seekers of truth have dedicated their lives to understanding the profound mysteries of inner transformation. Figures like Geber and Count Cagliostro studied what ancient texts called the Great Secret, turning base metal into gold. This wasn't about literal alchemy, it was a powerful symbol for transforming our lower, heavier nature into the pure light of the spirit. True spiritual progress was only possible for those who purified their character and saw through the illusions of the world. Great investigators of this inner wisdom include names like Basil Valentine, Ripley, and Bacon. Nicholas Flamel is famous for his spiritual dedication. Some believe he failed because he refused to share his knowledge and faced hardships later in life, but many others see his story as a success. He transformed the imperfections of his personality into the pure gold of wisdom. Then there's Trevisan, who spent his entire life searching for this inner secret, finally discovering it in his later years. His journey teaches us a vital lesson. Intelligence isn't enough. Real transformation demands deep inner work. The great healer Paracelsus, who was said to have discovered the secret to a long life, reminded us of the deep link between spiritual understanding and healing. However, not all who tried succeeded. Many attempted these spiritual practices without the necessary preparation, discipline, and purity of heart. This led them into confusion and hardship. These stories teach us that the inner path requires humility, sincerity, and a strong connection with our higher self. True progress isn't about appearing virtuous on the outside. It's about what happens internally, in the hidden corners of our heart. Someone can seem calm and pure but inwardly struggle with fear, anger, or pride. Another might live simply but remain attached to subtle forms of vanity. True spirituality is about inner honesty, compassion, and the genuine willingness to transform. This brings us to the profound lessons of Sagittarius. The symbol for this sign is the centaur, half human, half horse, holding a bow and arrow. This represents the duality within every single one of us. The horse symbolizes our instinctive, emotional, and sometimes wild nature. The archer represents our conscious self, aiming steadfastly toward truth and higher understanding. Inside each of us are countless small impulses, habits, and tendencies that make up this lower nature. The great work is to understand and transform each one. The path of Sagittarius teaches that once we awaken spiritually, two paths open up, one of higher discipline and one of self-indulgence. To choose the higher path means we must gradually release old patterns, limiting beliefs, and emotional baggage. If we don't transform this lower nature, it creates constant inner conflict. We become divided, with one part of us seeking the light while another pulls us back down, like a centaur trying to walk in two directions at once. To truly advance, we must work with the compassionate, purifying force known in many traditions as the Divine Mother. She represents intuition, inner guidance, and the power to dissolve our old tendencies. Without her help, real change is almost impossible. Every emotional pattern is layered deep within our subconscious. It needs to be understood deeply and released gently. As these lower tendencies dissolve, our consciousness becomes free, clear, peaceful, and radiant. The soul reunites with the higher self, regaining its unity and strength. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, wisdom, and benevolence. The blue sapphire, aloe, and the color blue are all associated with this sign, along with the angel Zachariel. Sagittarians are known for being passionate, energetic, adventurous, and optimistic. They love to travel, explore, and seek knowledge. They are sincere, direct, and generous. Even when faced with setbacks, their courage and faith help them rise again. The sign of Sagittarius holds immense potential for spiritual awakening, but like the centaur, the key is to harmonize their higher aspirations with their powerful emotional nature. When they achieve this inner balance, they become incredible seekers of truth, inspiring teachers, and wise guides for others on the path. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the spiritual journey.